What is up, you guys? Back here with another video, and I want to give my final prediction to UFC 275. Highly anticipated fights are going to be. This card should be a really good one, and I can't wait for it to come up. And of course, I'm going to be talking about the main event: Global Teixeira versus Jiri Prochazka. Co-main event: Valentina Shevchenko defending her title, against Talia Santos, and the rematch between Weili Zhang and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Those are the three fights I'm going to be talking about in this video. Yeah, man, make sure to please like and subscribe, guys. I really would appreciate it. I thank you guys for watching the channel. I really do appreciate it a lot. And so yeah, man, enough of me talking. Main event: Glover versus Jiri Prochazka. I think this fight is going to be interesting, to say the least. Glover just winning the title not too long ago from Jan Blachowicz. And he looked good doing it too. You know, his boxing was crisp. Obviously his ground game is really good, which is what he used to get rid of Jan Blachowicz. For Jiri, I believe his last fight was against Dominic Reyes, which he put on a really good striking clinic against him. Got the spinning elbow knockout. Spectacular knockout. You know, it was crazy. I think this fight's interesting. I feel like for Glover, for him to have success, really good success, outside of his boxing, because he does have good boxing, but I feel like if he can get the fight to the ground and out-wrestle, take some of the power away from Jiri early on, which is harder to get somebody, especially when they're early on. But if he could get him down to the ground, hold him to the ground, beat him up there, and I think it would be a much smoother fight for Glover Teixeira. Glover Teixeira has been in the game for a very long time, and I think this is going to be a good one. But I think for me, Prochazka has the skill sets and the ability to beat Glover Teixeira. You know, I feel like his best way to victory would be keep the fight standing. Don't let Glover use his wrestling to get the takedown and try to look for a submission if he can get it. I think the striking of Prochazka, I think Prochazka strikes a lot harder than Glover Teixeira. Not saying that Glover can't knock him out, but I think the unpredictability that Jiri brings to the table when he fights, I think that's a big factor for this fight here. And but I think I'm gonna hopefully I don't choose wrong, but for me, I'm gonna go with Glover Teixeira, using his wits, his OG status, I would say, to pull out a cat out of the hat and get the victory over Jiri Prochazka. If I'm wrong, screw it. It is what it is. In the co-main event, we have Valentina Shevchenko taking on Talia Santos, and Santos, man, she's pretty much well-rounded. I think Valentina's striking, her Muay Thai, her countering, I think it's a little more sharper than Talia Santos is. But I think if Santos comes out doing what she'd be doing best, which is just not giving a damn, keep going forward, looking for submissions, you know, I think she just has to fight her fight when it comes to Talia. You know, nobody ever knows what's going to happen, but it's super hard to go against Valentina Shevchenko for this fight, especially in the flyweight division. I feel like there are a lot of good girls coming up, but I just feel like right now Valentina is just a dominant force at 125, and it's going to be interesting to see if Talia can bring anything different to the table than compared to what anybody has already done and tried and ultimately failed to beat Valentina Shevchenko. So this is going to be a very interesting. Valentina is well-rounded herself. She's definitely more well-rounded than her sister is. You know, she loves that crucifix position. If Talia lets Valentina get into that crucifix position on the top, it's not going to be a very good night for her. But if Talia if she gets the takedown, I think she, you know, to work there, and you know, Valentina's very strong, so it's going to be interesting to see. But if Talia can get the ground game going, even her strikes going, I think it's going to be an interesting fight. I feel like she just can't be afraid of the moment that she's going to be in once Saturday comes. So it's going to be interesting to see what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna go with Valentina Shevchenko by TKO, possibly like in the later round, maybe 3, you know, or submission. But I think TKO or the decision for Valentina in that fight. And now for the favorite fight that I'm actually really looking forward to, we have Joanna Jędrzejczyk rematching Weili Zhang. Joanna haven't fought, I think, since the Weili Zhang fight. So I'm pretty sure she's been training. She says she has it, you know. But it's going to be interesting to see, man. But Weili Zhang just finished losing. I believe her last fight was against Rose that she lost. But a close fight, too. She was doing pretty good, too. Weili Zhang, I think this fight is going to be standing the same way it was the first time around. I'm pretty sure both ladies are going to come up with different strategies compared to the first fight. I mean, Weili Zhang won by the skin of her teeth in that first fight. Both ladies put on a show. I didn't even care who won that night. But it was super close. You know, Joanna defended that belt, I believe, like 5 times, I think. You know, so she's a dominant force. And when she fights, she always brings this intensity when she fights. It's amazing to see her fight. Weili Zhang, she brings that intensity as well. Good power for that division. Good submissions. Maybe Weili try to, now that she's working with Henry Cejudo, that would probably be the biggest thing I feel like, is to kind of look, maybe possibly try to snatch a takedown and get her to the ground and work from there. Joanna's really good at getting up though, so it's going to be interesting to see if Weili, if she does take it down, can hold her down and look for things in her favor. This fight, I don't even know who, but I'm gonna say Joanna. I think hopefully for me that she learned and hopefully gonna do things different compared to how the first fight went. It's gonna be interesting to say the least. I want to know what you guys' thoughts on the fights this weekend. What do you guys have? Who do you guys have winning? Put them down in the comment section, guys. I'll comment down with you guys. And I thank you guys for watching. Make sure to throw those thumbs up. Really would appreciate it. And I catch you guys in the next video. Peace.